delay, we're going to take you to the field where Tim Parrish is going to bring you the pregame show and the play-by-play. Enjoy the game and go Lumberjack!
And welcome back, Lumberjack fans. I played the wrong intro there. This is not baseball. We are getting ready for game number 2 of Lumberjack girls taking on Clearwater Valley Rams. And the Lumberjack girls lost the first game in extra innings by a score of 1-0. So a tight ball game. That was a definite pitching duel, and it came down to the wire, which was a really fun game. But the bad thing is the Lumberjack girls lost it on an error. You don't ever want to lose a game on an error, but it is an early season game. We are here in Kuski, Idaho, and it looks like they're already ready to get things going here. And I've got to remember my password to get back into the tablet for the school for stats. I was going to have a little bit of a pregame, but apparently I'm not going to get that in. So Lumberjacks will bat first, of course, here in game number 2. Leading off, much like the first game, it will be Maddie Thomas leading off for the Lumberjacks. I think I fixed my crowd mic as well. The cord I had it on earlier was giving me some nasty feedback, so I had to switch it to a different cable between games, and sounds like that is taken care of, and no more weird noises coming through. Pitching again for this game for this Clearwater Valley is Katola. Didn't remember her first name. Behind home plate is Martinez. First base is Myers. Second base is Morrow. Third base is Schuster. Shortstop is Martinez. Left field is Spencer. Center is Revbin. And right field, Soon. Maddie Thomas squares away around a bunt on the first pitch, and it's going to be a called strike. Or a swing and a miss strike, actually. So Thomas sets up with an 0-1 count. Next pitch. That one is high, and I'm not sure if she went all the way around yet. I'm waiting to see the umpires, what he says. He's not given the signal just yet, so it might be 2 strikes. I'm not sure. Could be 1-1. Next. That one's a strike. Okay, so that one was a ball, and that one is a called strike. So we got a 1-ball, 2-strike count to Thomas. Next pitch is down low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I do believe is the count to Thomas. On deck for the Lumberjacks. A little bit change in the lineup, actually. The next batter for St. Mary's is Lexi Brebner, batting in the number 2 slot. So 2-2 count to Thomas. Swing and a miss on a good pitch. Strike 3. So 1 down now for the Lumberjacks. That'll bring up Lexi Brebner with Tacey Watkins on deck. Lexi batted once in the first game and then was switched out for Sloper. Now she steps in for her second at-bat of the Tays doubleheaders. First pitch on the way. Down low, ball 1 to Brebner. Brebner waiting for the second pitch. 1-0 pitch on the way. And it's going to be a swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike to Brebner. And the 1-1 pitch is going to be a little blooper out to the first baseman on a little fly ball that's going to be out. Fly out, caught by the first baseman. So 2 down. That'll bring up Tacey Watkins. Adding that number 3 slot, Stacy Mitchell on deck if Watkins can get on base. One thing is that these two pitchers all the players have already faced these pitchers once, so they kind of are getting a feel for them. Watkins takes a big swing at the first pitch for a swing and a miss, strike one. Watkins sets up for the next pitch. It's on the way. That one's a little high for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike to Watkins. One ball, 1 strike. Next pitch on the way. That one's up high. Two balls and a strike to Watkins. Two outs, nobody on. That one was a low pitch. She's going to take a swing at it. She gets the contact and sends it over towards the first baseman, and the first baseman's able to scoop it up and get the out at first. And that will retire the sides. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. 12 pitches for Katola. It'll be Katola, Martinez, and Spencer, the first 3 batters for the Rams when we return.
Notice bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events. Some fans seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly. Time out! What is going on? This has to stop. Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in Idaho.
This message presented by the IHSAA and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Have you ever noticed that some companies are around for decades and you really don't notice them until you actually see them? Kenneth Bechtel Trucking is one of these. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking has been a fixture at St. Maries for decades and still is a community-involved business. Take the time to thank these entrepreneurs that quietly make it on their own and make our community all the better for it. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking. Give them a call today at 245-7209. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking, a community staple and Lumberjack supporter. Good luck, Jacks.
And we are back, and I'll give you the quick rundown, I think, of the defense for St. Maries. Watkins is in the pitching circle once again. Elliott behind home plate. Asbury at first, Brebner at second, Sloper at third, Sandy at shortstop. First pitch to Katola is going to be a strike called. In left field, it's Stacy Mitchell, center field, Maddie Thomas, and right field, Michaela Sprague. Again, showing bunt. And that one's going to be fouled off. 0-2 count to Katola. Oh-2 pitch to Katola on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3 for out number 1. That'll bring up Rain Martinez for the Rams, batting the number 2 slot. Third batter will be Spencer. I think that was a ball. Watkins steps back up, toes the rubber, rocks and fires. That one's fouled off. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Martinez. 1 out, nobody on for the Rams. Bottom of the first inning, game number 2. Next pitch on the way. That is going to be popped up and coming out, making the nose. The error going to be credited to the right fielder, Michaela Spray, on the error. She came over, tried to make the catch. The ball popped out of her glove. And that puts Martinez safe over at first. So 1 out, runner on first for the Rams. Up to bat is Spencer, Chloe Spencer, I do believe, batting that number 3 slot. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Watkins gets her signal, sets up on the rubber, the pitch on the way. That's going to be a ground ball to the first baseman. They're going to get 1 out. They cannot get the second one. Ground ball, call it a fielder's choice. And that one is going to be 2 outs. There's no thrower there anyways. That one's going to be fouled off on the first pitch to Myers. Strike 1. So they got the out at first. Runner still on second. That next pitch is a strike. Called, I believe. So 0-2 count to Myers. 2 outs. Next pitch is a ground ball. It's going to be booted by Watkins. That was a hard hit grounder. I'm not going to call it an error. And the Rams have runners at the corners. That ball was hit hard on the ground. So I'm going to credit it as a hit. First pitch to Schuster is going to be a strike. Two outs, runners at the corners for the Rams. Watkins steps up, rocks and fires. I believe that was a strike. With the stolen base as the Rams advance their runner over to second. So runners at second and third now. 0-2 count. Oh, no, that one must have been previous pitch must have been a ball. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Gracie Schuster. That one misses a little bit outside. Ball 2, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Schuster. Just caught a little bit of a glimpse. I think the Lumberjack boys won 6-5 in their first game. That's a swing and a foul ball on that next pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes still to Schuster. Runners at second and third. Pitch on the way. That one's a little high. 3 balls, 2 strikes. As the count runs full to Schuster. Next pitch, inside corner, called strike 3. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, and 19 pitches for Watkins. It'll be Mitchell, Sloper, and Sandy leading on are the next 3 batters for St. Mary's. And there's still no score going into the top of the first inning, or second inning.
Afraid to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Benawashashone, Kootenai, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work, M&S can do that too with their bucket truck. M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric.
For all your plumbing needs, call Nick's Plumbing and Heating. With Nick's professional staff, you can be assured of guaranteed quality products, installation, service, and repair of all of your plumbing. So if you have plumbing needs or problems, call the good folks at Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Call 245-5460. That's 245-5460. Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Installation, service, and repair when you need it. Nick's Plumbing and Heating, St. Mary's.
When you need that morning pick-me-up before work or school, there's one place that comes. And we are back, top of the second inning. Leading off for St. Mary's will be Stacy Mitchell. On deck will be Danica Sloper. First pitch going to be a called strike as Mitchell takes that one. 0-1 count to Mitchell. Pitch on the way, swing, and it's going to be a hard hit ground ball. It's going to be right to the third baseman, but the error on the first baseman, she couldn't quite pull it in, and Lumberjacks get on an error. So Mitchell is safe. So both teams now with an error to their credit. Brings up Danica Sloper, batting in the number 5 slot. On deck is Anna Sandy. Going to try to bunt that one down. It's going to be out of play, foul. They just need to straighten that out down that third base line. They had a beautiful bunt in that first game, and it rolled down. It looked like it was going to roll foul, but it curved back in. Going to take a swing at that next one. And it's going to be strike 2 and a close play over at second base. Very close play. They called Mitchell safe on the stolen base, but that was really a close play over at second. Next pitch on the way. That one's a ball. I'm not sure if the last pitch was a ball or a strike. We'll find out. I know he's got at least, either 1 ball, 2 strikes, or 2 balls, 1 strike. Next pitch to Danica on the way. That's a strike 2. So I think we have 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tola looks in, gets her signals. The pitch on the way. That is going to be hit into left or right field. There will be a base hit, and it will bring in a run as Sloper gets the RBI double on the hit out into right or left. Yeah, right field. Just got it hit into the right spot. Where the right fielder soon couldn't get to it in time. And the Lumberjacks strike first here in game number 2 with 1 run across with no outs. Batting is Anna Sandy, and she's going to hit a ground ball. The shortstop's going to scoop it up. Can she get the throw in time? No, they're going to say out at first. Anna was close to beating that out, but they say no. Ground ball to the shortstop. Sloper gets over to third base, so 1 out. One run across for the Lumberjacks, and Sloper sitting at third base. Batting is Asbury for the Lumberjacks. First pitch is ball one. I noticed that not in the lineup early on, at least here for this game, is Berkeley McGrill. Ooh, that's going to hit her. They're saying there's 2 outs, but I've only got 1 out. So Asbury was hit by pitch. They're saying 2 outs, but I've only got 1 out, so I don't know what happened there. Because I've got everything right. And that's going to be a wild pitch that's going to advance a run for the Lumberjacks. Oh no, everybody keeps saying 2 outs, but I think we only have 1 out. Lumberjacks, though, lead 2-0. That's going to be a strike to Spray. I believe it's 1 ball, 1 strike. That pitch fouled off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. I have 1 out on my program. They're calling 2 outs out there for the Rams are. That one's fouled off. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. I have 1.
How about on your side? 1. That's what I had over here. We got 1 out.
Little confusion out there with the defense for the Rams as they thought there was 2 outs. They had to check with everybody that's got a scorebook or a tablet in their hand to find out, and everybody says 1 out, so they got it cleared up now. So it is 1 out. Runner at second for St. Mary's. 2 runs across. Michaela Spray with 1 ball, 2 strikes as we reset the scene here. Finn Field in Kuski, Idaho. That pitch is inside tight. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Spray. Next pitch on the way, ground ball to the shortstop. She's going to try to get the throw to first or the third, and it's going to come off of the third baseman's glove, a little bit low on the throw, and everybody's safe. It was a single kind of for her. I'm just going to leave it as that. It's an error over there on the third baseman, actually, or on the shortstop, but runners at the corners. That ball fouled off as batting is Brenna Elliott takes a swing at the first pitch. Foul ball, strike 1. Oh, 1 count. That ball is going to be hit to the shortstop. And one run comes across on the RBI by Brenna Elliott. That one was a ground ball single out to the shortstop. So we have number 11 coming in to run. Not sure if it's a pinch runner or a courtesy runner. I think it's a courtesy runner. Avery Baird will run for Elliott, the catcher. 3 runs across for the Lumberjacks here, top of the second inning. Still 1 out. That pitch is going to be fouled off by, how come that's a set batter? Top of the lineup. Okay. That one's fouled off by Thomas for strike 1. That's kind of coming to life for the Lumberjacks here in game number 2. 1 out. Runners on first and second. A swing and a miss. Strike 2. 0-2 count now to Maddie Thomas. It'll be Lexi Brebner on deck for the Jacks. So she'll bat no matter what, just 1 out for St. Mary's. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 at that next pitch. So 2 outs now. That'll bring up Lexi Brebner, who is 0 for 1. Brebner steps into the box and ready to go. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Oh, 1 count now. Next pitch to Brebner. Ground ball out to the first baseman. The first baseman able to scoop it up and get to the bag and get that 3rd out over at first base. So that's going to be 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and Lumberjacks lead 3-0 going into the bottom of the second. We'll be back, and it'll be Morrow leading off for the Rams.
Comes to mind, it's a place that loves our community, the St. Maries Lumberjacks, and all the local businesses and people in our village. Shift and Grind in St. Maries is all about the community. Whether it's helping raise money for the Booster Club or for a family in need, the Shift and Grind family are always ready to help. So be sure to stop by Shift and Grind for your caffeinated needs. Located at 132 First Street in St. Mary's, Shift and Grind says, "Go Lumberjack!"
We are Dairy West. That means we are milk people, family people, animal people, people people. We are environment-loving people, giving back people, job-creating people, and glass all the way full people. As your local dairy producers, we are more than farmers. We are Dairy West.
And we are back. And we have, I think, a sub for the Lumberjacks. It's going to be coming in for Lexi Brebner at second base will be Berkeley McGrill. McGrill will go to batting in that number 2 slot. First pitch fouled off by Morrow down the first base line.
You're making contact, you go, okay? Make contact, you go.
Next pitch misses for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch was, I think, fouled. Well, maybe it wasn't fouled off. Maybe it was, I'll wait and see. Could be 2 balls, 1 strike, or 1 ball, 2 strikes. We'll see on the next pitch. That one is fouled off, so that's definitely 2 strikes now. Wait for a signal, see if we've got 2 balls, 2 strikes, or 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's definitely a ball there. So it's a 3 ball, 2 strike count. Full count to Morrow, the leadoff batter here in the bottom of the second. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and that'll retire Morrow back to the dugout. He'll bring up Martinez, the shortstop for the Rams, batting in the number 7 slot. First at bat here in game number 2. Little breeze picking up, coming from behind home plate. She's going to show bunt and get that one fouled off for strike 1. So after the foul ball, everybody resets. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, strike 2 to Martinez. Next pitch on the way. Gonna swing right over the top for strike number 3. Out number 2. That'll bring up Revbin, batting in the number 8 slot. She's the center fielder. Watkins steps up, toes the rubber, the windup, the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 at the first pitch. Pitch on the way. That one's a little low and outside. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. On deck for the Rams will be the bottom of the order soon. And then she went around on that one. Strike 2. That pitch was kind of in the dirt and just couldn't lay up off of it. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Pitch on the way. That's a little high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on for the Rams here in the bottom of the second inning. Lumberjacks lead 3-0. Lumberjacks softball. And a swing at a low one there is a strike 3. And the boys are playing as well today. They won their first game. No runs, no hits, no errors on 14 pitches. Leading off for the Lumberjacks, it'll be Watkins in the hole, or in the on deck will be Mitchell, and Sloper in the hole when we return.
Nice weather is coming, and maybe the winter was hard on your deck or your dock. 10th Street Lumber is your decking headquarters for all of your decking needs. From Trex decking to wood decking and beyond, 10th Street Lumber in St. Mary's can have your deck or dock looking brand new. Stop by today and see Pat or one of his hardworking employees to see what they have. 10th Street Lumber wishes the Lumberjacks the best of luck. Wondering how to manage your retirement nest egg? How big should it be when you retire? Contact Jenny Oakes at Gateway Financial Partners to get the answers to these and all your other financial questions. The securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC. With over 30 years of financial planning, give Jenny Oakes a call at Gateway Financial Partners today. The guidance is free. The experience is priceless. Call 245-5255.
Yeah, we are back. It will be Tacey Watkins leading off for the Lumberjacks. She did strike out in her first at bat in this game. It'll be Watkins leading off on deck is Mitchell. First pitch by Watkins is going to be fouled off. Strike one. Oh, 1 count to Watkins. Not been exactly the day she would have hoped for first day of her senior year in softball. That pitch outside corner, strike 1 or 2 called. She's been very good on the mound. Just, of course, it's again early game, first game of the season. Pitching or pitching always kind of takes the forefront in the early games of the season, so you can't really say too much. But that next pitch is fouled off for strike 2. 0-2 the count. And it's been kind of a showcase of that today. It's been pitcher duels so far in the first game. This game, St. Mary's does have 3 runs across. So they have been able to put the bat on the ball here in the second game. Watkins has not yet made solid contact today. Next pitch on the way, and a swing and a miss. It kind of maybe it might have been like a rise ball. Caught her off guard because that one did go up high, and Watkins strikes out. First out of the inning for the Lumberjacks. Top of the third inning, Stacy Mitchell comes to the plate. She's 0 for 1 as well. I think she reached on an error in the first game, but I don't think she's really made solid contact either for her first game of her senior year. So she's looking to maybe put something out there into play early on. And she tries to take a big old swing at that first pitch, and it's a swing and a miss for strike 1. She was aiming for the fences. The Lumberjacks not quite finding their bats just yet. Next pitch on the way. That's a strike down the middle called. Mitchell looked like she wanted to swing at that one, decided not to. Then probably wish she would have. 0-2 count to Watkins, or to Mitchell. And that next pitch is swung on and hit foul. So the count remains 0-2. Mitchell showing a little bit. I mean, it was a fairly deep, but it just wasn't like really hard hit. It was just kind of lofted out there. So the count remains 0-2 to Mitchell. 2 outs, nobody on. On deck is Sloper. Next pitch on the way. That one's going to be down low. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. One ball, 2 strikes to Mitchell. On deck, Sloper, if Mitchell can get on base. And that is a line drive into left field all the way to the fence. That's the contact Mitchell's been wanting, and that's going to be a stand-up double for Stacy Mitchell. One of the hardest hit balls of the day so far. Puts a runner on second for St. Mary's. On up to the plate is Danica Sloper. She's 1 for 1. She had a hit in her first at bat. See if she can string together another hit here. St. Mary's leads at 3-0, top of the third. And that is a little blooper foul ball for strike 1. Oh, 1 count to Sloper. On deck the 9 of Anna Sandy for St. Mary's. Next pitch to Sloper. High and inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch on the way. Line drive, actually a hard hit ground ball that's going to get through the left fielder and rolls a little bit behind her, and it brings in a run, and it's a double for Sloper. Brings in a run. Lano might count that as not a double, but I'm going to put it as a double just for ease of getting it scored for right now, as it might have only been a single had the left fielder fielded it cleanly. But it did squirt between her legs and got behind her. First pitch to Sandy is, I think, a swing and a miss for strike one. Next pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike two. 0-2 count now to Sandy. Lumberjacks put one more run across, though, here in the top of the third so far. They lead 4-0 over the Rams of Clearwater Valley. Next pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Oh, must have been a ball in there somewhere. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One of those pitches I thought was a strike was a ball. So Sandy's still alive. 1-2 pitch on the way. That's going to be a ball caught in foul territory. Oh, that was only 1 out. Okay. I mean, we only had 1 out. So Sloper gets back to third or second base. So now it's 2 outs. I thought we already had 2 outs, so that's 2 outs with a runner on second. That brings up Asbury in the number 7 slot. First pitch, swing and a miss. Strike one to Asbury. On deck is Spray for the Lumberjacks. Next pitch, they're going to call that one a strike. Yeah, thought that one was a little bit low. The umpire says strike 2. 0-2 count to Asbury. Next pitch. That one is low. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Asbury waiting for the next pitch on the way. Oh, swinging at the high one that time. Strike 3, and that will retire the sides. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. And coming up, leading off for the Rams when we return will be soon. On deck, Catola, and then in the hole, Martinez.
As winter drags on, you still need to stay warm and keep your animals fed. Triple X Feeds in St. Maries has all of those needs and more covered. You can stop by Triple X Feeds and pick up wood pellets for your pellet stove and pet food for your indoor or outdoor critters. Also, as spring grows closer, that means 4-H season. If you have a 4-H member in your household that raises turkeys or chickens, talk to Triple X Feeds about getting your 4-H project. Triple X Feeds in St. Maries.
St. Maries Realty is a St. Maries icon. Why? Because they are a team. They work for you. And they've been a team for many years. Whether you are buying your first home, looking for a recreational cabin, or selling your current home, St. Maries Realty puts their team on it for you. So stop in or give them a call today at 245-4502 and let their team be your team. That's St. Maries Realty at 726 Main Avenue, St. Maries.
And we are back. Leading off for the Rams will be soon. Lumberjacks lead 4-0 here going into the bottom of the third inning. Still early. Anything can happen in any game. Serenity soon in the number 9 slot takes a swing at that first one. I think she might have got a piece of it. Maybe not. It's a strike either way. So 0-1 count to Soon. Watkins gets her signal set. The pitch on the way. Another swing and a miss. Strike 2. I think she got her to chase that one a little bit. That might have been like I don't know if it would be considered a curve ball, but it did definitely look like it curved. Next pitch. That one's going to be a low pitch that she swings on, hits it down to the third base line, and there to scoop it up and throw to first in time is Danica Sloper. And it'll be out number 1 for the Rams. Back to the top of the order. Hitola, 0 for 1, her first at bat of the second game. First pitch is fouled backwards. All the foul balls today have been favored to go right field direction. That one came straight over the top. Now she's showing bunt, pulls it back, and it ends up in the dirt, and she swings at it. That one was one of those ones where you're trying to feign that bunt and then pull back the swing, and then the ball came out weird out of Watkins' hands. It ended up being like a bowling ball, and she was just already committed to swinging. That next pitch is fouled off. Count remains 0-2 with 1 out and nobody on for the Rams here in the top or bottom of the third inning. St. Mary's leads it 4-0. Lumberjack girls softball on 1240 KOFE. Katola waits for the next pitch. The 0-2 pitch is going to got a piece of it, and it's fouled off into the umpire. I'm going to give ump a second to recover from it. That one caught him in the thigh on the bounce. 0-2 count to Katola. That ball got swung on. It got foul tip, I think, off of the plate and right back into the umpire, right down in the thigh area. Everybody's ready to go. 0-2 count, 1 out, nobody on for the Rams. St. Mary's leads it 4-0. Bottom of the third. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. We'll bring up 2 outs, and Rain Martinez, 0 for 1 in her at bats. Does a little bit of groundskeeping in the box real quick. Now steps in. Once again, Watkins pitching very well here today. She has a total of 41 pitches. That's just going to be a little blooper ground ball. And it's going to be Sloper being able to dig it out and get the throw to first in time on that little just blooper ground ball. Nice job by Sloper on a couple of plays to get a couple of outs there. So into the third inning, it's Clearwater Valley with no runs, no hits, no errors on 9 pitches. And it'll be Spray leading off when we come back with Elliott on deck, Thomas in the hole. St. Mary's leads 4-0 here in game number 2. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Heidi Kruger, your St. Mary's Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Heidi Kruger is a proud sponsor of the Lumberjacks on KOFE. For all your investment needs, call 208-755-5294 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat, located next to Harvest Foods in St. Mary's. Open 24 hours, we have washers and dryers of all sizes to get your laundry done quickly. If you'd like to get your laundry done in less than 5 minutes, take advantage of our drop-off laundry service where we wash, dry, and fold it for you. While you do your laundry, be sure to take advantage of our touchless automatic car wash, which has that great undercarriage spray to get the grime off. Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat can be found at riverbendbubbles.com or call 208-582-4844.
And we are back. It'll be Michaela Spray leading off here in the top of the 4th inning for the Lumberjacks. She's 1 for 1 in her at-bats in this second game. On deck will be the number 2 of Brenna Elliott in that number 9 slot. Then it'll be back to the top of the order to Maddie Thomas. Katola has 56 pitches so far in the game. First pitch is going to be ball 1 up high. 1 ball, no strikes now to Spray. I didn't bring a schedule with me, so I don't know who St. Mary's plays next for the girls. I'm pretty sure the boys have a couple of home games next week. It's scheduled for the Legion Field. I think one of them is against Bonners Ferry. That next pitch is a strike called. We'll see what the weather does next week. It's gorgeous today, but it could change in a second tomorrow or even during the week. So we'll see what the weather holds for us over the next couple of days. Next pitch on the way, inside and high a little bit. 2 balls, 1 strike to Spray. That ball was in on the hands, right at about hand level. Katola working quickly. That pitch is low. 3-1 is the count to Spray. So right now, Spray in charge of the pitch count. 3-1 pitch on the way, and she's going to swing it down and foul it back for strike number 2. Runs the count full. 3-2 count to Spray. Katola toes the rubber. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, but a drop third strike, and Spray will be there. Or not be there. She will not be there in time. And 1 out now for the Lumberjacks. Brings up Brenna Elliott, who reached on her first at bat. Then the top of the order to the number 7 of Maddie Thomas. Katola. That pitch is fouled backwards for strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch on the way from Katola. That one's down low. 1 ball, 1 strike. One count now with 1 out, nobody on for the Lumberjacks here. Top of the 4th. Next pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1-2 count to Elliott. And swing and a miss. Strike 3. Brings up 2 outs. And on top of the order, Maddie Thomas for the Lumberjacks. On deck will be Michaelis, or not. On deck is Berkeley McGrill. Tola looks in, gets her signal. Thomas squares up to bunt, and that just gets foul. Oh, 1 count. Oh, 1 count. Coach Watkins wanted a little clarification of that last foul ball call. Got it settled up. And there's a strike. Strike 2. They had to get it. Make sure that was a strike, I guess, on the other end. It was. 0-2 count now, I believe, to Thomas. They wanted to make sure, see if she didn't get that barrel of that bat back quick enough. She did not. Next pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and that'll retire the sides. No runs, no hits, no errors. Only 13 pitches by Katola in the middle of the 4th. And it is the Lumberjacks up 4-0. It'll be Spencer leading off for the Rams with Meyer on deck and Schuster in the hole when we come back. When your car's not running right, you want an honest mechanic that provides quality work at an affordable price. That can be tough, unless your dad owns a repair shop. But in St. Maries, times have changed. You have Jim's Auto, and they treat every customer like family. Get everything from regular maintenance to major repairs done at Jim's Auto and Tire Pros. Jim's Auto doesn't just offer oil changes. They're a full-service shop. Jim's Auto can diagnose that check engine light, change your brakes, and fix your alignment. Ask about Jim's Auto's new express lane with same-day or next-day oil and tire services. And don't forget, Jim's Auto is an authorized Tire Pros dealer with nationwide warranty, service protection plan, and free roadside assistance. Jim's Auto and Tire Pros located at 69 Milwaukee Road, St. Mary's. We all remember Heidi's Sandwich Shop. Well, Heidi's is now Nellie's Kitchen. Nellie's Kitchen offers the same great menu, the same great service, and the same great food. Stop by Nellie's Kitchen today and try their new breakfast sandwich, the Nellie, or have a fan favorite, the Slumgolian. Nellie's Kitchen is open Tuesday to Friday, 7 to 11 a.m. for breakfast and 11 to 3 for lunch. Also open Saturday and Sunday with all-day breakfast. Eat in or call in your order at 208-245-2223. That's 208-245-2223. Nellie's Kitchen located at the River City Mall in St. Mary's. And it'll be Spencer leading off for the Rams. She's going to show bunt on the first pitch, and it's going to be missed for strike 1. Bottom of the 4th inning, Chloe Spencer batting. On deck is Myers. I think that pitch is up high. 1 ball, 1 strike. On deck is Myers. 1 ball, 1 strike to Spencer. Second pitch is low. Third pitch is low. 2 balls and a strike now. Watkins looks in, gets her signals, toes the rubber, sets up, rocks and fires. That pitch fouled off. Strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, no outs, nobody on here. Bottom of the 4th inning. St. Mary's leads 4-0. Next pitch, swing and a miss for strike number 3, 1 out. That'll bring up the number 6 of Myers. Myers, 1 for 1, reached on her first at bat in this game. Swings at that first pitch, though, for strike 1. A little bit of a breeze makes it a little cool. Not too bad, though. Still nice afternoon here. Next pitch on the way. That one misses high and outside, I believe. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Myers waiting for the 1-1 pitch. It's on the way. A little bit high. 1 ball, or 2 balls, 1 strike now. 2-1 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Next pitch on the way. That one she's going to get a piece of. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Once again, that is Myers batting. On deck will be Schuster. Watkins steps back up, toes the rubber, the wind, the pitch on the way. That was a high one to swing at, but she does make contact and gets a base hit out of it. Kind of a line drive fly ball out into right field. So 1 out, runner on first for the Rams, and it'll bring up Gracie Schuster.
Here we go, Forrest. Keep it alive.
First pitch is a ball. On deck will be Morrow.
Oh, wow. Don't overdo it. Don't underdo it. Be aggressive.
Next pitch on the way from Watkins. That one's going to be a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Schuster. Watkins looks in, gets signal. 1 pitch on the way. That one's going to be down low. It's a ball. Going to be a pass ball as well. It'll get Myers over to second base. Runner in scoring position for the Rams. 1 down, 2 balls, 1 strike to Schuster. Watkins steps up, toes the rubber, looks into Elliott, the wind, and the pitch. That one's going to miss a little high. 3 balls and a strike now to Schuster. Next pitch on the way, 3-1 count. That one's going to be outside. And ball 4. So runners at first and second for the Rams. And that'll bring up the number 6 batter in Macy Morrow. On deck will be Martinez. Watkins with the first pitch, a swing and a miss, strike 1. Watkins ready his next pitch. That one is going to be in the dirt. A little bit low. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Watkins now, I believe, has pretty close to 200 pitches in the day. Next pitch on the way. Fouled off for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, softball, no pitch count. Not like in baseball. I believe it's a 1-2 count. Next pitch. That one's down low. Should be I think the 3-1. That doesn't.
Wasn't surface, you have to go right back.
She left the base. So the runner at first is out as she would left the base early. I didn't have that option on my stat. So it's 2 outs now. That's going to be hit right to the first baseman for the final out on a ground ball. Pretty hard hit ground ball, but hit right to Mia Asbury. She's able to just pick it up and take a step to the side to put the third out on the inning. So it's the Rams with no runs, 1 hit, no errors on 21 pitches. It'll be McGrill, Watkins, and Mitchell, the next 3 batters for St. Mary's. As Lumberjacks lead at 4-0 going into the top of the 5th.
T1FCU's Ascend Checking is a simple free checking account that gives you the flexibility to earn dividends. Plus, get anytime account access with online and mobile banking, mobile deposit, and no minimum balance requirements. So level up your finances with an Ascend Checking account. Learn more at t1fcu.org/ascend. T1FCU, your community, your credit union. Insured by NCUA.
Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Superstop invite you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Stop in for breakfast or lunch, breakfast burritos and pizza to paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a Lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on North 10th Street in St. Maries.
And we are back. Berkeley McGrill enters the game. It's their first at-bat of the second game, and a swing and a miss at the first pitch for strike number 1. Tola, next pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 is McGrill quickly down in the count, 0-2. Pitch on the way. That's a line drive into right field. Will be at least a single, but it's going to roll to the fence. Could be a triple. McGrill rounds second, heads to third, and they're going to send her all the way home. She's going to be safe on the in the park home run. I'm actually going to probably end up calling that we'll call it in the park home run. Nice line drive by McGrill all the way out to the fence, deep right field. And I think he could do that as a in the park home run, or maybe even on the throw. You know, maybe she was a triple with a home on the throw. First pitch to Watkins is going to be a called strike 1. Lumberjacks now lead 5-0. Nobody on, no outs. Top of the 5th. Next pitch on the way. High outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. A 1-1 pitch on the way. Swing and a piece of that one fouled off. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Watkins. And really, there's been a couple of games where Lumberjack heavy hitters that have been, we've known for being the big hitters, have not had the days they would like to have. And again, like I said earlier, it's still the first game of the season. That makes a difference. Next pitch swung on, fouled off again. Again, I don't know how much live pitching St. Maries has even seen so far in their practices. I think they barely got their field ready to kind of practice actually on that field just recently. 1-2 count to Watkins. Next pitch on the way. That one's going to be inside for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Watkins. Watkins settles back into the box. Katola looks into her catcher. Everybody sets up. The pitch on the way. Ground ball to the shortstop. Shortstop is able to get the stop. Throws the first in time. And that'll be out number 1 for the Lumberjacks. We'll bring up Stacy Mitchell. Mitchell 1 for 2 in this game. On deck is Danica Sloper, who's had a pretty good second game here. I think she's 2 for 2. Stacy Mitchell tags that one into deep center field. Coming over to make the catch, though, is Revbin. Nice poke by Mitchell. But Rev been able to drift over and make the catch for out number 2. It'll bring up Danica Sloper, who is 2 for 2 on the day, or on the second game. So she's looking to keep that going with a 3 for 3. She had a double, I believe, in her last at bat. First pitch going to be fouled off. Strike 1. Waiting for the next pitch as they regroup after the foul ball. Katola looks in, gets her signal, sets up on the rubber, rocks and fires. That pitch is fouled backwards for strike 2. 0-2 count now to Sloper. On deck is Sandy for the Lumberjacks. Waiting for the next pitch is Sloper. 0-2 count. Next pitch on the way. That's going to be fouled down the third baseline. Count remains 0-2 to Sloper. Tola gets her signal, checks her armband, now looks into her catcher, gets set. On the rubber, the wind, the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that will retire the sides. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, 14 pitches for Katola, who is at now 82 pitches. And we've got Martinez leading off when we return for the Rams.
Do you have a hazardous tree on your property? Do you need some trees or brush removed in preparation for the home or shop? You need to call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of some thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. That's at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing.
With stage 1 and 2 of the sports complex nearly complete, the Lumberjack Booster Club thanks Archie's IGA, Shift and Grind, and the St. Maries community for their fundraising effort and continued support in making this sports complex come to life. The next stage will be the sprinkler system. The Booster Club is looking for new members. If you have kids in high school or soon entering high school, now is the time to get involved with the Booster Club. For more information on how you can help with the sports complex or questions about becoming a member, contact Donnie Masterson at 208-582-1802 or by email at golumberjacks@gmail.com. And as always, go Lumberjack!
And we are back, and the first pitch to Anna Martinez is a attempt at a bunt, and it's going to be strike 1 on the foul ball. Little pitcher comparison right now: 7 strikeouts for Watkins with 1 walk. On for Katola, 7 strikeouts with 1 hit by pitch. Next pitch was a swing and a miss, strike. Wait a minute. Didn't get that done. Okay, I think I might have went back or something. So strikeout for Martinez. That's going to be a bunt right down the line, right down in front of home plate, and a nice throw by Elliott. That bunt was laid right in front of home plate. And Elliott makes a beautiful throw down to first to get the second out. Bottom of the order, Serenity Soon. She's going to hit that ball right to McGrill, and it's a quick 3 up and 3 down as that ball is grounded out to the second baseman, as McGrill is able to get that ball and get the throw to first. And that was a quick 3 up and 3 down. It was a whole 5 pitches for Watkins. No hits, no runs, no errors. And it'll be Anna Sandy leading off with Asbury on deck and Spray in the hole. Lumberjacks lead 5-0 going in to the top of the 6th inning.
Attention high school sports fans. Are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Idaho needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Archie's IGA is not only a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports, but a proud supporter of the St. Maries community and shopping locally. When you shop local, you help businesses support other local businesses, as well as helping your local businesses to provide jobs. Did you know that local business taxes help maintain communities and counties by fixing roads and maintaining recreational facilities? Local business owners invest in the community and have a vested interest in the future of our community. So won't you help Archie's IGA by supporting your local businesses and shop locally? Oh yeah, and let's not forget those lumberjacks.
And we are back. It is Anna Sandy leading off for the Lumberjacks here in the top of the sixth inning. First pitch high and inside for ball one. Sandy 0 for 2 in this game. Next pitch on the way. Swing and a little ground ball blooper to the third base. And can she beat the throw? Yes, she can. As Sandy is safe down to first base. I'm going to give her the single on that one. Because it was a tough play by the third baseman, a long throw, and Sandy able to beat it out, even though the throw was a little bit short, pulled the first baseman off. I think she was going to beat it even if it would have been more on the money. I'll bring up Mia Asbury, 0 for 1 in her at-bats in this game. On deck is Spray, and the hole is Elliott. That pitch is going to be high. Wild pitch that will advance Sandy over to second base. Wait for the next pitch to Asbury. 1-0 count. That one is going to be about the knees, called strike one. 1-1 count now to Asbury. Pitch on the way. Strike 2 called. That one was definitely probably about belt height. Good looking pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Asbury. No outs, runner on second. Pitch on the way. Called strike 3 as that one was at the feet, or not at the feet, about again, just about the knee. Sandy is going to steal over to third with that out on that pitch, and it'll bring up 1 down with Michaela Spray coming to the plate for St. Mary's. She's 1 for 2 in this game. On deck will be Elliott. Tola says no to the first signals from her catcher, then says yes. First pitch. That's a ball as Spray was able to check up on that one and not go all the way around. So 1 ball, no strikes. Next pitch on the way. That one she goes around on, and it was probably a pretty good pitch to swing on. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now to Spray. Lumberjack still with the lead, of course, 5-0, top of the 6th. Tola with the pitch on the way. Strike 2. Caught her looking on that one. That one's right about thigh level. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Spray with 1 out. Runner at third base for the Lumberjacks. Next pitch on the way. Swing and a foul tip on that one as Michaela battles for her plate appearance. Pitch on the way. That one's going to be down low. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Spray. Spray steps back into the batter's box. Tola gets her signals. Sets up on the rubber. The wind-up pitch on the way. That one's fouled off as well. Spray battling hard on this one. As the count's still 2-2 with one out and a runner on third for St. Mary's. Top of the sixth. That pitch is going to be high. Ball 3 runs the count full as Katola lost that one. Slipped a little early out of her hand or something. Sailed that one up high. 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Spray. Pitch on the way. That one is going to miss high and outside. Ball 4 puts runners at the corners. So Spray, good job of being patient and working her way into a walk. Runners at the corners. It'll bring up Brenna Elliott for the Lumberjacks, batting in that number 9 slot. She is 1 for 2 in her at-bats in this second game, and it'll be the top of the order for St. Mary's. A good spot to be when you've got runners on and just one out. So if you can get Elliott on and load the bases, or even bring somebody across. First pitch is a bit high for ball 1. Katola getting her signal, sets up, ready to go. The wind, the pitch on the way, swing, and a miss on that. It looked like an off-speed pitch. Strike 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch on the way, up high. Spray gets over to second on stolen base. So runners at first or at second and third now. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Elliott. 101 pitches already for Katola. That ball is going to be fouled down the right field line, or left field line. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two count after the foul ball. 1 out. Runners on second and third for the Lumberjacks. Katola checks her wristband now, sets up on the rubber. Looks into her catcher. The pitch on the way. At a strike 3 called. And 2 outs now. It'll bring up Maddie Thomas, top of the batting order for St. Mary's. She's 0 for 3 at the plate in this game. Thomas steps into the box. Ready to go. Tola looks in. Delivers the pitch on the way. A swing and a foul tip. Strike 1 on that first pitch to Thomas. Pretty much all of the infielders for the Rams have the face masks on, except for their first baseman. Katola is ready for the next pitch. 0-1 count. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Thomas steps back in, ready to go after a little bit of instruction from our coach. And then they don't quite like the ball that they have there for the pitcher, so they're going to get that one out of play. And they'll reset. 0-2 count. 2 outs to Thomas. Runners on second and third. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and that shall retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody or 2 left on base for the Lumberjacks. And it'll be the top of the order for the Rams, Catola, Martinez, and Spencer when we come back.
Janelle Martin Holmes, your Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's, is a proud Lumberjack supporter because they're her hometown team. When it comes to insurance, that's also one reason so many people in St. Mary's choose Farm Bureau insurance. They have a complete line of insurance products, including auto, home, commercial, and life, plus they have great customer service and competitive rates. And they're also a local company with local agents right here in St. Mary's. So let's hear it for our hometown team. Contact Janelle Martin Holmes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's at 105 North 8th Street, St. Mary's.
Tax time is here again. I know, it's not your favorite. But at H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care. So you get every credit and deduction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. Just one of the many ways Block has your back.
And we are back, top of the order for the Rams. They'll lead off with their Catola. She's 0 for 2 in her at-bats. And Jessie is her first name. Coach, I think, put a K on as her first initial in this one. He shows bunt, pitch on the way, pulls it back, ball one. Bottom of the sixth inning, St. Mary's leads at 5-0. Again, shows the bunt. Gonna stab at that one. Swing and a miss, strike one, 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch is fouled off. One ball, 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Now we'll retire Catola back to the dugout. With 1 out, nobody on, it'll bring up Martinez. Rain Martinez, I believe I heard him say. On deck will be Spencer. First pitch low inside, ball 1. Watkins in at 73 pitches in this game. Next pitch on the way. That's going to be hit right back at Watkins. She backhands it. Gets the throw to first in time for the second out. Two outs for the Rams. That will bring up the number 3 of Spencer. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 1 to Spencer. Next pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Ooh, off-speed pitch, I think, there by Watkins. And it's 0-2 the count. Is Spencer way ahead of that pitch. Watkins had a big old smile on her face after that pitch. Next pitch on the way. And the strike 3, swing and a miss. No runs, no hits, no errors. Only 9 pitches in that inning for Watkins. Into the 6th inning and going into the top of the 7th, St. Mary's leads 5-0. It'll be, let's see, Tacey Watkins, I think. No, who is it leading off? McGrill, Watkins, and Mitchell when we come back.
Any adventure, any task, any time, there's a Yamaha utility ATV for any ride and any rider. See the full lineup at St. Maries on Cycle. Adventure seekers can start with the trail-tested capability and comfort of the Yamaha Grizzly lineup. For the ultimate in mid-size ATV performance, check out the Yamaha Kodiak 450. And for those who mix work and pleasure, the Yamaha Kodiak 700 line devours chores and leaves room for adventure. Find your utility ATV at St. Maries on Cycle or YamahaMotorsports.com.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to savings, but it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the hot deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to savings.
And we are back. And it will be the number 5 of McGrill leading off for the Lumberjacks. Hit that in the park home run in her last at bat. I think that could have been scored 2 ways, obviously. Could be in the park home run or a triple with coming home on the throw. First pitch is going to be swung at, foul back, strike 1. Waiting for the next pitch after the foul ball. That one's going to be down low for ball 1. One ball, 1 strike to McGrill. That pitch is inside and high. Ball 2. One ball was right at the end of the bottom of the bat. 2 balls, 1 strike to McGrill. Pitch on the way. That one's going to stay low, I believe. 3 balls and a strike. (3-1) pitch on the way. Low inside, ball 4. Lead off on with a walk, and that'll bring up Casey Watkins. Casey's still looking for her first hit of the day. I don't believe, if I recall right, that she got a hit in the first game. So she's still looking for her first, looking at putting her first ball in play here today. Stacy Mitchell will be on deck. And that pitch is swung on and fouled off. Casey still trying to find her bat here. 0-1 count to Watkins. Runner on first, no outs. Top of 7. Pitch is low for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. McGrill checking to see if that ball was going to get past the catcher. It did not. Timeout so the catcher can get her shoe tied. Ready to go. One count. Pitch on the way. That one's up high. 2 balls, 1 strike. Next pitch on the way. That was a nice looking pitch. Swung on, fouled off down the first base line. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now to Watkins. 2-2 count to Watkins. No outs. Runner on first for St. Mary's. On deck is Mitchell. Lumberjack lead 5-0. That one is going to be a foul ball down the first baseline. 2 balls, 2 strikes still for Watkins. pitch on the way. Oh, called strike 3, and that's going to retire Watkins back to the dugout. That'll bring up Stacy Mitchell with on deck Danica Sloper. Mitchell is 1 for 3 in this game. Once again, top of the 7th inning, St. Mary's leads at 5-0 over the Rams. Rams won the first game 1-0 in extra innings. First pitch to Mitchell on the way, big swing, swung right underneath it, strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch on the way. Ground ball gets past the third baseman's glove. It'll be a base hit for McGrill, or for Mitchell. Just barely got past the glove of the third baseman, hopped right over the bag, out into left field. So 1 down, runners on first and second for the Lumberjacks. Danica Sloper to the plate. She's 2 for 3 on the day. Danica into the batter's box, ready to go, 1 out. First pitch low inside, ball 1, and both runners will advance. Not sure if those are stolen bases or not. I think the catcher had a little bit of trouble trapping that ball down there. That pitch is going to be a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Sloper. A 1-1 pitch on the way. Line drive into center field. It will drive in at least 2 runs. I think all the way to the fence. Sloper heads to second, rounds to third, and let's see if they're going to send her home. They are. Let's see if she can get there. No, they go ahead and call her back because it's a triple for Sloper. Line drive out into that same spot that McGrill hit that one earlier. And brings in 2 runs for St. Mary's. They extend the lead 7-0 over the Rams. 1 out. Brings up Anna Sandy, 1 for 3 on the game. Swing and a foul ball on the first pitch, strike 1. On deck is Asbury. Next pitch on the way, fouled back again, strike 2. 0-2 count now to Anna Sandy. Oh, 2, 1 out. Runner at third for the Lumberjacks. 2 runs across. Next pitch on the way. Ground ball. That one gets past the third baseman's glove and brings a run in. So that'll bring a run across with still just 1 out. Mia Asbury steps to the plate. 0-2 in her plate appearances. Runner at first for St. Mary's. Going to get a stolen base for St. Mary's. Not sure if that was a ball, it looks like. 1 ball, no strikes to Asbury. That pitch low and inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Two-0 count to Asbury. Down low again, ball 3. Waiting for pitcher to be ready. She sets up. Pitch on the way. Swing and a foul ball. 3 balls and a strike to Asbury.
3-1.
Three-one count to Asbury with 1 out, runner at second for the Lumberjacks. Pitch on the way at a called strike at the knees. Full count now to Asbury. Next pitch on the way, swing and a little dribbler ground ball, just got a piece of it. The pitcher able to scoop it up and throw it to first in time for the out. So that's 2 outs. Advances Sandy over to third base. It'll bring up Michaela Spray. 1 for 2. She bats in the number 8 slot. On deck is Elliott. First pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 1. I think she thought about not swinging at it, then did. That one, I think, might have been a ball high if she's laid up on it. But strike 1 to Spray. Next pitch on the way. That one's going to be fouled off, strike 2. Oh, 2 count to Michaela Spray with 2 outs, runner on third for St. Mary's. Tola takes a look at her wristband, comes back up. Now ready, play on the way, a little ground ball right back at the pitcher. The pitcher can't quite get it in time as there was a interesting hopper on that one. And again, it was a kind of a hard one to play, so I'm going to leave it as a single. As it went right back to Katola, and she tried to get a hold of it to throw it to first, but ended up kind of falling down as well, and just couldn't cleanly field that ball. So another run across for St. Mary's. 9-0 Lumberjacks lead it. That pitch is up high for ball 1. And a wild pitch will get Spray over to second base. Elliott's 1 for 3. 2 outs for the Lumberjacks. Pitch on the way, swing and a foul ball. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Elliott. One count to Elliott. 2 outs, runner on second base. Pitch on the way. That one's a little high. 2 balls and a strike now to Elliott. Next pitch on the way. It's going to be a fair ball down the third base line. And it'll be in play and a ground ball single for Elliott. Spray did not advance because that ball was hit down the third base line. So the third baseman held Spray on, didn't throw it over there. And we're going to get a courtesy runner for the catcher. It'll be Avery Baird checking in at first base. We've got Maddie Thomas, top of the order for the Lumberjacks. Maddie is 0 for 4 today in this second game of the day. First pitch, swing and miss, strike one. Oh, 1 count to Thomas. Next pitch on the way, swing and a miss again, strike 2. Oh, 2 count to Thomas. Pitch on the way. Ooh, swing and a miss, strike 3. And Catola has 140 pitches in this game. 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors, and 35 pitches. St. Mary's leads at 9-0 into the bottom of the 7th. It'll be Myers, Schuster, and Morrow, the next 3 batters for the Rams when we return.
Hughes Ace Hardware wants to invite you to come in and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, you can find it at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need, from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler dropped in the toilet to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goal. Hughes Ace Hardware is the place to get the products you need and the help you want all the time, every time. Jack Fuel Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chips, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses, and most importantly, people. Jack Fuel Trucking believes in the responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, if you take a close look, those aren't just chips. They're an entire community. Jack Fuel Trucking.
Do you need help?
And we are back. It is the bottom of the 7th. The Rams have a big hole to dig out of. They're down 9-0 to the Lumberjacks, and they are in the number 4 spot of their batting order. It is Myers leading off. She is 2 for 2 in this contest, though. So having a good second game is Myers. First pitch, foul ball. Oh, 1 count to Myers. Get the ball back in there, and now we're ready to go. 0-1 count to Myers. Next pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. And Watkins with 10 strikeouts so far. That one's going to be a ground ball hit to the shortstop, Sandy, and the ball is now loose. Not paying attention to what they're doing. A little bit of an error there by the Lumberjacks. Probably going to call that an error on Sandy as she booted that one. And there was another error there. I'm not sure who that was on, honestly. So no outs. Schuster with the first pitch up high, ball 1. I think there was at least 2 errors on that play, and one of them was trying to get that ball to the pitcher. That pitch misses for a ball. Two-0 count. That one misses as well. 3 balls, no strikes now to Schuster with a runner on third and no outs for the Rams. Next pitch on the way. Called strike. 3-1 count now to Schuster. That pitch is going to be a called strike. That one.
It's beautiful down the pike. A little low for me. You're fine.
Next pitch on the way. Called strike 3. Again, that one was about that same level, and that previous pitch I almost thought was a little bit low as well, but they called it a strike. That next pitch was maybe a tad higher. 1 out, runner on third still. That pitch comes in high, swing and a miss, strike 1. And I need to undo that one, so I need to change our batter. We've got number 2 in there. That's Parsons. Couple of strikes for Parsons. And a strike 3 to Parsons on that one. 2 outs. Runner at third for the Rams. Stepping to the plate is Autumn Martinez. First pitch on the way. And a little bit high. Ball 1. Again, this is the girl that has quite a small stature, so a small strike zone. Makes it a little bit tougher for pitchers sometimes. Next pitch on the way. That's going to be a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Martinez. The 1-1 pitch on the way. Fouled off. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Next pitch on the way. Ground ball right back to I'm not sure if that run actually counts because it was a ball in play. Out at first. And that'll finish the game here with Lumberjacks winning it 9-0. We'll take a quick break and come back and give you a quick rundown of some stats.
Oh, finding that perfect gift? Looking for that personalized touch? Come to Jack's Pharmacy in St. Maries and let us fill your balloons. Not only does Jack's carry all of your gift and party supplies, but we're here to serve you with all your personal care items. Come in and let our personal care experts help you find just what you need from our wide selection. If we don't have it, we can get it. Plan your party at Jack's Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy, where you'll receive personalized service and attention.
Have you noticed bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events? Some fans seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly.
Time out! What is going on? This has to stop.
Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in Idaho.
This message presented by the IHSAA and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Have you ever noticed that some companies are around for decades and you really don't notice them until you actually see them? Kenneth Bechtel Trucking is one of these. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking has been a fixture in St. Maries for decades and still is a community-involved business. Take the time to thank these entrepreneurs that quietly make it on their own and make our community all the better for it. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking. Give them a call today at 245-7209. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking, a community staple and Lumberjack supporter. Good luck, Jacks.
And we are back. Lumberjacks went. Ooh, I lost my. There we go. Winning pitcher was Tacey Watkins. She had pitched 7 innings, no earned runs, 12 strikeouts, 1 walk. And Katola pitched 7 innings. She had 8 earned runs, 13 strikeouts, and 2 walks for her. Let's see here. Oops, I went the wrong way for that. Trying to see what's the box score, I guess. Maybe that'll help. Actually, I don't think I have service to that, so I don't know if that's going to work for me. Trying to get the stats here. I may not be able to pull stats back up, so we may not be able to get them to you. Oh, internet connection. And it may not. Oh, there we go. Maybe it will. Okay, there we go. That's so the Lumberjacks in this one. Elliott batted .500. Spray was .667. McGrill was perfect. 500 for Sandy, 500 for Mitchell, 750 for Sloper. St. Mary's as a team, 353 batting. So pretty good for the Lumberjacks in that one. The Rams were only .83 or .083 in the contest. And overall, a pretty good game for the girls. I don't know how the boys are doing or if that game's finished for them in their second game. I do believe I heard they won their first game. Next week, there's some boys' games scheduled for at home and probably some girls' games too, depending on the weather and field conditions. We'll let you know how and what's going on with those games. But for now, that's going to do it for us here from Kuski, Idaho, as Lumberjack girls split their opening day doubleheader with the Rams. As the Rams took game 1, 1-0 in extra innings, St. Mary's took the second game 9-0 in 7 innings. That's going to go ahead and send it back or get our outro going and send it back to the studio. Have a great weekend.
You've been listening to another production of Lumberjack Sports on KOFE 1240 St. Mary's, your Lumberjack Sports Network. We thank you for tuning in and hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We also want to thank our Lumberjack Sports broadcast sponsors and hope you'll do the same. Without them, these broadcasts wouldn't be possible. Until next time, same as